What's happening, boys? Welcome back to a brand new episode. It's going to be a special episode today of My For Champions. Now, as you can tell by the title, you can tell by the thumbnail, we have a brand new card into my team. So it's made me change quite a few things that we've done with our team. And of course, it means we've bought the 94 icon Ronaldo. Now, this card cost me 6.1 million coins. So it's a My For Champions special. We're going to show you the team. I'm going to show you my custom tactics, my player instructions, how I start the game, what I switch into, that sort of stuff. And then hope it's going to give us a more positive outcome on the weekend league this weekend. But before I show you the team, before I show you who I've got around 94 R9 Ronaldo, if you're going to be a huge favour, guys, some of you may not know that I do like to do live streaming when it comes to doing FUT Champions on the weekend. Now, we've tried to do YouTube streaming over the past sort of few weeks, but I do want to do some more live streams on Twitch. So if you haven't followed over there already, if you could drop a follow on my Twitch page, that'd be really appreciated. I will leave a link in the description down below, so whether you're on desktop, mobile, there'll be a link down there that you can go over there, create yourself an account if you haven't already, drop a follow, because that's where I'm going to be doing my FUT Champions games live on stream. And of course, if you want to see them as episodes as well, they will be live on my channel over the weekend too. So without further ado, guys, let's have a look at the team we've got around Ronaldo's 94 card. So there you go, this is what we're working with at the moment, okay? So as you're probably looking at it thinking, damn, why the hell have you got Asbir Begovic and Eric Bailly in your team, alright? So it's just until weekend league rewards come, alright? So if I show you the quick bank at the moment, we're just rocking over 1 million coins and Elite 2 rewards coming over the weekend. And obviously we're getting the Elite 2 rewards on Thursday, so that should push us forward to get ourselves our prime Rio Ferdinand back. But the first thing I need to show you in this team is 94 Ronaldo. I paid 6.1 million coins for this card, so literally I had to sell, who did I don't even remember, like half the players I had to sell. So I had to sell Prime Ferdinand, I had to sell the baby Ronaldo, who was obviously one of my favourite cards going into the game anyway, Inform Messi, and Paul Pogba, and I had some coins in my club already. So yeah, this card cost me almost half of what my club value normally is, and genuinely, I would not go back. In my first 10 matches, I've scored 31 goals and 5 assists. Those have all come in Division 1 matches, so no matter what, you're going to be I've played against some very decent players. Some of the teams have been, like, incredible, so you're talking, like, icons in the team, Ronaldo's in it as well. Some of the teams weren't sort of as good, but you still have the likes of Futmas Van Dijk or Eric Bailly coming against him. And honestly, this card is the best card on FIFA 18. From all the cards that I've used, whether I have used my 94 red Neymar, which is an absolutely incredible card to use, Cristiano Ronaldo, which I played 600 games with, he's absolutely insane. But by far, guys, 94 Ronaldo, the best player I've ever used on any FIFA, in all fairness. If I can even get a glimpse at trying that 96 version, it's going to be absolutely incredible. So, at this moment in time, the current rate that we rock in the team, so we start the game like this here. So, as you can see, Neymar drops to 7 chemistry because he's a left winger on right wing. Now, the reason that I put Ronaldo on 10 chemistry over Neymar, for some reason, I don't know whether it's just me that has this same thing as well, but whenever I have Ronaldo off chemistry, sometimes he just feels really off completely, like his touch feels awful and he just can't shoot to save his life. Whether that's just me, I don't know, but that's just my opinion. Neymar on 7 chem, after trialing it both for 10 games each, Neymar still feels exactly the same on 7 chemistry. Ronaldo, I think, feels better on 10 chem. That's just my opinion, though. So, moving on to the midfield as well, we got Ruud Gullit sitting at left central midfield. You've got Goretzka starting at centre mid, who I do interchange with Paul Pogba, but I'm not fully decided on who I prefer at the moment. Obviously, I love Paul Pogba, being my Man United, he's my favourite player. But this Goretzka card is playing really well for me lately. Of course, it's his inform card that we packed in our monthly packs that Ryan got for us. And you know what? He works really well for me. So it's just a case of I'm not really sure. So drop me a comment in the comment section down below on who you think I should use. Should I use Paul Pogba? Or should I use Red Inform Goretzka? Let me know that in the comment section, please. That'd be greatly appreciated. And of course, Patrick Vieira, we all know how good this card is. I paid 1.9 for him at the time. 281 games, 17 goals, 28 assists. Not too bad for me, you know. But that midfield, it's fairly solid. And even interchanging Paul Pogba in there, it's still an absolutely incredible midfield. Just there's height, there's pace, there's power, everything that you could want out of a midfield. Okay, so moving on to the back 4, which will be changed, because as soon as I can get the money, I'm either going to be buying the baby Ferdinand, or I will be going to go get Prime Ferdinand, depending on how lucky we are in rewards, because we only need sort of like 250,000 coins from rewards to be able to get that Prime Rio Ferdinand card again. But as you guys know, we've had Desai for a long time now. 400 matches. Alexandro, 417 matches. And Antonio Valencia, 317 as well. Now, wing-backs wise, if either of these two get a Team of the Year card, which by the looks of things, Valencia is more than likely going to get one, because the voting for it, as I've seen on sort of Twitter and other social media platforms, Valencia is killing it in everyone's choices to get right back. Sandro, on the other hand, it's sort of 50-50 between him, Jordi Alba and Marcelo. Honestly, either of them, I will be purchasing that card, because this Sandro card's very, very good. But there is certain aspects of the card that I don't like as well, but it's the same with all three of them. So whoever gets the Team of the Year card, I will be testing out whoever gets the Team of the Year at the left back. Ideally for me, it would like to be Alex Sandro, but if not, it doesn't really matter, because I enjoy using all three cards. And as you can see, Asmir Begovic is in goal right now. It's because I was interchanging between Farman and Begovic for chemistry reasons, that's all. But as soon as you get Ferdinand, I'll either be putting Farman back in goal, or I'll be getting David De Gea back. Depending on how many coins, yet again, we get from our Elite Rewards, I'm really not too sure on what we're actually going to use in goalkeeper, because they're all sort of doing really good things, but then some of the things they're doing are awful, so I don't know whether it's just me or whether it's just goalkeepers that are just terrible in this game. Who knows? But probably the main thing that you guys are probably going to get out of this video, if you take anything from it, is the way that I set up in-game, sort of to start off with, and my custom tactics and player instructions. So what I'll do, I'll show you what I do when I go to my formation, which is 4-1-2-1-2 second variation. Now, as you can see, we put R9 up top, we put Neymar at cam, and we put Cristiano Ronaldo at forward. So that's the way that my forwards line up. We put Patrick Vieira at CDM, Hullet right central midfield, or Goretzka or Pogba left centre mid. And the back four stays the same, whether it be Bailly, Ferdinand, and that sort of stuff. So the reason why I set up this formation, this is personally what I found that I'm most effective with this formation. I can switch to another couple of formations if I need to, depending on what my opponent's playing, but this is the way that I set up in game. So reason for having Neymar at cam, he's an absolutely incredible card at cam. Whether it be, I mean, his passing's 83, but he actually has incredible short passing and things like that. He feels insane in game as well. With 94 pace, 97 dribbling, it's very, very difficult to people to take the ball off him. And then when you've got two absolute goal machines up top in that 94 Ronaldo and obviously Cristiano as well, it's an absolutely insane strike force. So yeah, again, in midfield, this is sort of my personal opinion, but I think you should have sort of engine playmakers going forward though there. So you've got Goretzka, who's got decent passing, decent dribbling, decent shooting, very, very decent pace. Same with Pogba. Not fantastic pace, but he's got very good dribbling, very good passing, and decent shooting as well. So those two could sort of interchange with each other to sort of play the way that I want to. And of course, everyone knows how good Ruud Hullet is. This card is absolutely insane in game. As soon as I can get the 90 card of him, the better, because I know how sick that card is. The 86 one's like a decent card, don't get me wrong, but that 90 is next level. And of course, Patrick Vieira sitting in front of my back too. That's exactly what I need, because he's a huge, huge force in that midfield. Medium-high work rate as well, 6'4". The guy's an absolute tank. There's not a lot more you can say about Patrick Vieira, because he's just that good, and you guys know how good he is. So that's how he's set up in game. So now you're probably asking, what is the custom tactics? Now, these are my custom tactics. I have sort of messed about with these quite a lot over the past week or so, because there's silly things that I see in the games that I lose, that whether it be EA cheese or whether it's me just poorly defending, or if it's something I'm doing wrong, whether it be to do my custom tactics. Now, the reasoning for changing a few bits and bobs. Now, I used to have speed and passing sort of in the 60s. I've dropped that down a bit, because what I find that people are making too many risky runs, and my passing sort of goes here, there, and everywhere. So if you saw the game that I did against Fenomeno, he was cutting out a lot of my passes because my players were making too many risky runs rather than playing for the simple ball. That's why I've lowered it down to sort of an even way of doing things. So it's a little bit more conservative, not doing that many risky runs. With chance creation, with passing and crossing, I've dropped crossing just a little bit because I don't really cross that much. And passing, I've upped it a little bit, so there's a few more runs being made. Shooting, to be fair, I've messed about with this one quite a lot. I found that by putting it up by a lot, creates me a lot more chances than I had done before. What I used to have it on was in and around the 40 to 60 mark, but now that I've sort of had a mess about with it and jumped it to 70, my players are making so many more chances for themselves, and the runs that are in and around them as well. And 70, just for me, the way that I play, that's actually absolutely fine for me, and it works. Until that sort of makes a little bit difference against the sort of bigger, better players. So I play mainly against people that I play. So say if I'm having a practice game against, say, someone like Footweed's Pricey, I mess about with my tactics a little bit after the game if I see something that's not gone wrong, because those are the players that I sort of want to look up to in a way. Although Pricey just, you know, has 94 Ronaldo, just scores every goal with him, so that's why I bought him. But he's gonna laugh when he hears that. But yeah, So I like to have a mess about with my custom tactics, and this is what's working for me right now. Pressure, aggression, and team width has been pretty much the same since I started FIFA. It's, I think almost every single, like, pro player that there is about, or very decent player, they've got similar to what mine is when it comes to pressure, aggression, and team width for the way that I play anyway. So those are the custom tactics. If you want to pause the video, go drop them on and try them out yourself, you can do, but of course, my custom tactics won't be perfect for the way that you play, so I would have a mess about with it, but if you want to sort of go off that, then of course you can do, not a problem. And then to finish off the video, lads, I'll quickly show you the player instructions that we would have normally. So, I have my wing-backs on stay back while attacking, because I find that when I bomb forward too much, I leave my centre-backs exposed way too much. Patrick Vieira, I have him on man mark and stay back while attacking. Neymar on get forward and get into the box for crosses. So say if you're one that sort of uses your wide centre midfielders to push in, you want Neymar getting into your box, don't you? That's why I put him on that. And then Cristiano, yet again, get him behind and press the back line. And Ronaldo on getting behind and press the back line. So in a nutshell, wing back, stay back, CDM, man mark and stay back. My cam, get forward, get into the box. And then my strikers, get in behind and press the back line. Very similar to what I had last year, but yet again, that's what worked for me. So I hope you guys have enjoyed today's episode of My For Champions. It's a little bit of a special episode because we have purchased 94 Ronaldo, the biggest and best purchase that I've ever done on any YouTube video. So if you have enjoyed the episode, make sure to smash a like rating and drop a comment to make sure you enjoyed it. Like I said at the start of the video, if you could check out my Twitch page and drop me a follow, that'd be insane as well. And hopefully we'll have a good weekend upcoming, guys. So thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys on the weekend. Peace!